Hey everyone, I was in Milan in June this year and I still haven't shared with you what I bought, so let's rectify that today. The most kind of recognisable place that I went to was of course Santa Maria Novella. So this is one of my favourite Italian brands. I've still actually never been to the original shop in Florence. I was meant to go in the cursed year of 2020 and it got cancelled obviously. So that is on the bucket list. I've still never been to the actual original shop that is in the convent and whatever, but it is one of my absolute favourite brands. I didn't need any more perfume, so I didn't get any fragrance this time, but I got a couple of other bits and pieces that I'm very excited about, so let me share them with you. First of all, iris is one of my favourite notes in perfume. I absolutely love an iris scent, and Florentine iris is a very special ingredient in perfumery. So obviously with this brand itself being from Florence, and then when they have an iris product, it just feels like such a special connection. And I went for this, which is an iris toothpaste. So definitely like the most left-wing iris I've ever had. I've definitely so far stuck to like body bath perfume products, but iris toothpaste, I am so excited to use this. This packaging is just absolutely stunning. Like, can you even? This is the packaging for the actual toothpaste itself. Simple but chic and beautiful. Going to look absolutely stunning in my bathroom. Obviously I haven't started using this yet, but I am so excited about this. I get very excited about oral hygiene products in general. It's like, it's my little niche. I really like it. Although I get told off by my dentist the last time I was there. She said I'm over brushing my teeth, so she can actually see a little bit of wear in my gums because I'm scrubbing too hard. So let that be a lesson. Don't scrub your teeth too hard. But yeah, iris toothpaste. I mean, is this not just the height of chic? The second product I got is another oral hygiene product, and it's a mouthwash. Again, let's just have a moment for this beautiful packaging. It's just so pretty, like so simple but so beautiful. So they had a couple of different options of mouthwash, and I went for this one, the Tintura di Mira, which was the most sort of medicinal of, I think there were 3 different ones, and this was like the most medicinal, which is what I want in my oral hygiene products. I want to feel like they're doing something. So especially if I'm using an iris toothpaste, this will maybe make me feel like I have definitely cleaned my mouth afterwards. It's just so pretty, so chic, absolutely gorgeous. A bit of a geeky moment, but I am so excited to use my new toothpaste and mouthwash from Santa Maria Novella, because like, how to elevate your morning routine and evening routine as well, because obviously we do this twice a day. But yeah, like starting your morning off, you have to go to work, you know, it's an everyday kind of boring moment, but actually I've just elevated it so much for myself and I am so excited about that. Now this, let's just take a moment for the package with its bow and everything, because once I take it off it'll be ruined for forever. This is like a little wardrobe set. Oh, hearts. I hate taking ribbons off and then I keep them for forever. I've got a weird thing about packaging. So yeah, these are scented cards that you put into your wardrobe. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. It is, I don't even know what it smells like, but it is, I'm not a massive fan of lavender, and I feel like a lot of the time things for like drawer liners and scent bags for clothing and whatever, like anti-moth things, lavender seems to feature rather prominently in a lot of them. This isn't lavendery at all. It's powdery, it's slightly spiced, it is beautiful. Get the little bottle of scent and then these cards. So you take the card out. I don't know if you can really see, but they are embossed with the Santa Maria Novella logo. So you take your card, you spray it. Oh, it just smells so good. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, you then pop your sprayed card into your wardrobe and it should keep your knitwear free of moths and pests and smelling really good. So that was my third purchase from Santa Maria Novella. And last but by absolutely no means least, I got the Armenian incense cards. So again, these smell so good and these smell really strong. Like, I've had other things in that bag whilst I've been waiting to film this haul, and when I've taken them out they all smell like this. It's so pretty. Again, fresh but like powdery, spicy, absolutely beautiful. What you do with the little Armenian papers, if you've never had them before, I mean these ones are just so chic. So they have the Santa Maria Novella on there. So you just burn these. They're small, they burn really quickly, and they just act like incense, and they scent the room, and oh, they are so good. I'm so excited to burn my first one. So now that I've shown you them, I'm going to start doing that this evening. Now, Tobacco Toscano is my favourite scent from Santa Maria Novella, but I have quite a lot of it left. I've got a nearly full bottle of the perfume, I've got the body wash, I've got the soap, I've got the candle, I've got the body lotion. I am Tobacco Toscano'd out, so I wasn't in for any more perfume, but that is kind of the main thing that they sell. So I was chatting to the lady as I was picking up my other bits and pieces, and she was nice enough to put some little backup samples so that I could have them for travel or whatever. So I've got the Tobacco Toscano bath gel, a little sample of the cologne, and then she also very kindly, because we were talking about iris, gave me a little sample of the iris perfume, which I've actually finished, but I kept, like, I mean, how pretty. Everything they do is just so beautiful. Like, just look at that. So I have actually finished this up. I really like iris generally, but I didn't love this. I hate to say it. I actually gave some of it to my gran, and it seemed to react better with her skin chemistry. It smelled beautiful on her, but it was just a little bit too green on me, the way it was pulling. I like a powdery soft iris, not so much a sort of green fresh sharp iris, and that's how it was really pulling in me. So yeah, as much as I love iris, this one's probably not the one. But have you ever seen a prettier card? So beautiful. Anyway, that is everything from Santa Maria Novella. The other things that I got were all from more like sort of local independent shops, probably absolute tourist trap shops, let's be completely honest, but like little leather shops. So I got 2 pairs of shoes. I was only there for 4 days, I had quite a small case, and I hadn't really been planning to buy things, so I did not have space to bring the bag and the boxes back, unfortunately. But the brand is Morcelli. I have actually googled them since coming home, and I haven't really been able to see much about them. So yeah, it was a little, as far as I can tell, independent boutique that we stumbled across, and this was the first pair of shoes that I got these. So these like reminded me of character shoes almost for dancing with. I think they are so pretty. They've got this beautiful crossover detailing to keep the shoe on your foot. They've got peep toe, a low heel. They're like a ballroom shoe. They're absolutely stunning. Did actually wear these on my recent cruise, so I've not worn them outside yet. I only wore them in the cruise ship, so I'm okay to hold them. And I will say, actually, I thought these were going to be super comfy, particularly because they've got the low heel, but they were quite firm. I got a couple of blisters on my toes wearing them. They are going to need a little more breaking in than I had thought they would have done, but I think once they are broken in, they'll be really, really comfortable. So I absolutely just loved this chartreusey green colour. I thought it was so, so pretty, so unusual. So that was my first pair of shoes that I got. And then I got a second pair of shoes from the same shop, same brand. So these black and white ones, I thought these were so elegant. I've not really, I was about to say I've not really worn these yet. I have not worn these yet. I have tried them on and walked about the house in them, but I haven't worn them outside yet. These I actually had to size up a little bit in. I've got quite a wide foot, so they are a little bit big for me lengthwise, and they are a harder leather. So I feel like now, having worn the suede ones and found that I'm going to need to break them in, I feel like these are not going to be my most comfortable shoes, despite the fact that I think the low heel makes it look like you expect them to be a comfortable shoe, but I still do think they're super, super chic. So I will persevere. When have I ever not persevered in the name of an uncomfortable shoe just because it looks pretty? I'm a shoe girl. It is what it is. Although, guys, there are a pair of shoes right now from Chanel. Going to insert a picture of them. I saw them online, and they have stolen my soul. And they're black and white, which is why I'm talking about them just now, because I probably would wear them with all the same things I would wear these with. I'm definitely on a no-buy for October because I've been buying quite a lot recently. So October is definitely a no-buy month. but when Lauren and I go to London in December, I think I'm gonna have to swing by Chanel, and I think they might be, I think I make like sort of one absolutely ridiculous purchase a year, and I think they're going to be the absolutely ridiculous purchase for this year. So they kind of remind me of these, but I've got room for both, right? Totally, it's fine. I'm not straining at the seams trying to fit shoes in. The next thing to share with you is super cute. It's an umbrella. Now this cost me 60 euros. It was quite an expensive umbrella. Again, it was from a shop that was just further up the street from the shoe shop. So just like a little independent shop as far as I can tell. It says Rainbow on the side. I don't know if that's a brand for umbrellas or whatever. But as you can maybe see, it has a cat. I could not resist it. It was in the window of the shop, and the first time we went by it was actually closed, and I was like, I need to go back to that shop. Obviously it's quite a traditional thing having an animal head on an umbrella, but it's usually ducks. So yeah, I thought the cat was just super cute. And I have actually used this umbrella. I took it to Norway with me on my cruise last week, and it didn't blow inside out or anything. It actually feels, as much as it was quite a lot of money for an umbrella from a little random shop, it actually feels like quite a good quality umbrella. I feel like it's going to withstand the weather better than a cheaper umbrella. So I am pleased with my purchase. I love this mustardy yellow colour. I just think it's beautiful. Also, this was one of the things that I had in that Santa Maria Novella bag. So as well as being a super cute umbrella, this also smells incredible. It smells like the Armenian papers. It is beautiful. I wish you could smell it, honestly. It is stunning. From another little shop on that street, I will put in the name of the street, a sort of quite cute little shopping street that was in between sort of like where Duomo and things was. It was like basically the opera house was at the bottom of the street, and you just walked up it to get to our hotel. So I'll put in the name of it if I can find it. But on another shop in that street, I got this little brooch. Again, I feel like this was quite expensive. I think it was about 50 euros or something. Again, they probably saw tourists coming in just for like, it is what it is. They actually had them in the window like on some of their bags, so I thought they were bag charms when I went in, but they were just brooches. So they've got little like safety pins on the back. I'm thinking I might try and like attach it to a scarf to attach to a bag, but even if I end up just wearing it as a brooch, I do think it's really pretty. I really like it. Kind of goes with this dress actually, although I've got quite a lot going on jewellery wise today, so I don't think I would add a brooch into the mix. Speaking of tourist traps, the last things I bought were all from a little shop that was in the Galleria that has the, you know, the ones you'll have seen pictures of on Instagram. So it was this shop here, Piamelli. No idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. First of all, I got 2 pairs of gloves, which felt a bit bizarre to be buying in June, but it's certainly now cold enough that I can start wearing them as soon as I've filmed them for you guys. They're both brown, but I really couldn't pick between them. So this is pair number 1, and they've got this little padlock detailing on. They've got a button closure, so they're nice and neat. They're not kind of too big so that you can pull them on over your hand. They're nicely fitted to the wrist. And the second pair that I got is this warmer brown shade. It has this fur lining. It's got a little bit of detailing here just to give them a little bit of something. But yeah, I thought these were super pretty. So although they're both brown, they are different shades of brown, so I feel like they'll go with different outfits, you know, can totally justify both. And then last but not least, I did buy a bag. Now I think the gloves were both about 50 euros each, and the bag was I think 120 euros, and I did get a scarf to go on the bag as well, which I think was another 20 euros or something. So not cheap, but not like designer bag prices, like kind of just leather prices as such. So as I say, probably a bit of a tourist trap kind of shop, being in terms of where it was, right off the Piazza del Duomo in the Galleria and whatever, but it is what it is. I was a tourist, so I bought this bag. Now it's got a crossbody chain, so the last time I used it, I did use the gold crossbody chain. You could take that off and just use it handheld. So I got this scarf to put on it. There wasn't a kind of obvious choice of scarf. There wasn't anything that was like kind of neutral or would sort of tone in perfectly with green. This scarf had some of those green tones on it, and then I actually just quite like the lilac against the green. It's maybe not the most obvious colour combination, but once it was on the handle I was like, that's actually quite pretty. The lady in the shop did put it on the handle for me, so I'm not going to take it off because I don't trust myself to get it back on. But yeah, basically be prepared for me to make this bag my whole personality for the next little while, because I think it is so pretty. I love a top handle hand carry bag. Really like that it does have the crossbody as well to make it crossbody if I need it to be. And then this is the inside of the bag, and it's actually quite roomy. Like, it's obviously not a big bag, but there's actually more room in it than you would think. It's quite wide, it takes a reasonable amount, and although it's this croc leather, it's not like a super smooshy bag. I couldn't go as far as saying that, but it's not a really structured super boxy bag, which often croc leather kind of finishes bags are, like my Lulu Guinness bag that's the brown croc for example. There's no give to that at all. Although this is croc, it's a little bit soft, you know, can you see, like, you can kind of push at it there, so you do have a little bit of give. Obviously I don't want to stretch it out or anything like that, so I'm not going to be overpacking it, but it's actually it's bigger and more practical than you would think. So that is my last purchase from Milan, my beautiful new handbag. Absolutely adore it. Anyway, that is everything that I bought whilst I was in Milan back in June, so apologies that it took so long to share with you. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I got, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!